this is day 18 of daily drawing slash doing really anything. Like, it's still gonna be drawing, but it's just like, I don't know. I just want to just draw. Did you guys see that new weird angle of Farron? That shit's so funny. That's stuff funny. Like, I know I couldn't do any better, right, at this moment, but I just think seeing that at 4 o'clock in the morning is like, wow, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Funny. We're gonna do some practice today. Excuse me. We're gonna do some organic shapes. We might draw some noodles. Some noodles, guys. In preparation for a new Frank the Snake. I know how much you guys love Frank the Snake, so I'm working on some Frank the Snake content, you guys. We're living in a Frank the Snake kind of timeline today. Actually, you know what? That's what we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw some Frank the Snake. Yeah. For those that just joined, Frank the Snake is kind of this. I was kind of bored during one of the days. I forget what day it was, but I was like, let's draw. Let's make up a random story about a snake. And so I just drew a snake like this. If you made it this far, comment Frank the Snake is the best. Make sure to comment that, and I'll know you guys are watching the video. We're going to do some more Frank the Snake content. So Frank, we went over what Frank the Snake does for a living. He works at a school. He works at Snake School. Kind of their flag, you know. It's not much. Kind of a has some people. Frank the Snake's kind of like he's the principal. He's the principal of Snake School. And then he doesn't have a wife, but his significant other. No, wait. That's for a later episode. Yeah, we'll do that for a later episode. Frank the Snake, he's kind of like, we're going to give him some parents. So, Frank's dad is a bird. Even though birds don't exist. That's a joke. That's a joke. I believe in birds. Don't worry. So, Frank's dad's a bird. His mom is a snake. Yeah. Frank's dad's name is. You know what? We'll come back to that. What do you guys think Frank's dad's name should be? We have a name for it. I think his mom's name is Susan. Right? I just think it's pretty interesting, you know? Frank the Snake, and his dad's name is, we'll come up with that later, and Susan is Frank's mom. So, yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Frank the Snake and his parents. They don't work at the snake. Well, Frank's mom, she's the superintendent of the snake school. And Frank's dad, he's kind of not really a bum, but he every winter he goes south because he's a bird. So, actually, he got a big nose. Why? Because I just feel like it. And Frank's best friend, he's a bumblebee. His name, Samson. Now Samson gets into all kinds of hijinks. He's the janitor at the snake school. Him and Frank are been homies for life. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. That's Frank. That's Samsung's trash bucket that he has strapped to him. Because you know he always stays strapped. Because you never know what's gonna happen at Snake School. School for snakes. Snake School. Yeah. So we're gonna delete all this. do you guys want to see Frank's house? So here's the layout of Frank's house. So there's the front door. There's his bedroom. That's where he sleeps. His bathroom where he does his business. You know how it is. His kitchen. And the rest is the here's the living room. Oh. Oh shoot. And then there's the back door. This is Frank the Snake's house. He has a queen size bed because it's just him because he does have a what? A what? Yeah. And his living room's kind of bare because I mean he's a principal at a school. He does it because he wants to help the kids, the snake children, and so that he can hang out with his friend Samson pretty much all day because they're homies for life, you know. And honestly, you know what? I feel like this is a pretty nice little house for Frank. You know, you got your front door, your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, your bathroom. Doesn't He's not really a gamer, you know, because I mean he has no thumbs. So how would a snake play video games if he doesn't have if he has didn't have thumbs? He wouldn't be able to play Dance Dance Revolution, which kind of blows because that's a fun game. But yeah, and then the empty space between the bedroom and the bathroom, that's just the place to exist. You know, he just wants to exist. So why not just let him? And he vibes. You know, kind of a modest living. Kind of a modest living, you know. But with that, I hope you enjoyed day 18. Sure. Of daily drawing. And I will see you guys in the next short and or video. So thank you, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you want to see more drawing videos, gameplay videos, and or just crazy ramblings about a snake that doesn't exist. So, yeah. Thank you. Bye.